This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Mechanicsville, Virginia. Today we're going to take a look at a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath home. This home is located here in a nice quiet block. We've got some good road frontage here for each of the lots, good spacing between the homes, and this home just happens to be navy blue. Navy blue was the color of the last home that I covered that was renovated. I'm not sure if we're seeing a local trend or if it's just simply coincidence. Imagine if you were out one day doing your normal routine and someone came up to you and said, "You look like a really nice person and you look like you want to make a major purchase, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you between $8,000 and $10,000 for that major purchase." Something that you wanted to do anyway. How would you feel about that? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now in today's housing market. There is grant money available for first-time buyers, and that money can often total $10,000 or more, just depending on where you're buying the particular situation. We also have sellers right now that are willing and able to give some money to help towards closing costs. So that, combined with 0 down payment loans, it just makes it super attractive to buy right now. I get calls virtually every day from people that say, "Hey Max, I've been watching you for a couple years now, and I think I'm ready to buy." And I always say to myself, "Well, what took you so long?" And I know everyone's situation is different, and I know people have challenges and everyday life is going on. But if you make home ownership a priority, then it certainly will happen. I've got clients right now that bought when they were in public housing. They moved from public housing into their own home, and they were homeless 3 years prior to that. So if they can do it, overcome obstacles like that, you can too. Many of you know the story of Miss Rose, who was in her early 70s and had been renting the same apartment in New York City for over 40 years when she just got sick of it, and she said, "It's time for something different. I'm moving to Virginia and I'm gonna buy a house." And that is exactly what she did at 70 plus years old, her first home. So I use those as examples for you. I assume that you're not homeless. I assume that you're probably not in your early 70s. Statistically, you're not in your early 70s. But even if you were, you could still take advantage of some of these programs, some of these amazing programs. I can't think of any place else in the world where you can buy a home and you can virtually get in, I've done it before, for less than $1,000 out of pocket at closing. In some countries, even if you make good money, well above average, you're not going to have any shot at home ownership. It's just the way their system is set up. Ours makes it so easy for somebody that has the desire to do it. And all you have to do is have decent income and decent credit and reasonable debt. And even if you don't have those right now, I've got people, I've got companies, I've got loan officers that are standing by that are willing to help you whatever it takes to get you to that place. And some of my clients have done that. Some of them, it's taken them a year, year and a half, but they did it because they stuck with it, they had the goal, and they made it happen. Okay, here on the exterior we have low maintenance vinyl siding and a brand new door. Let's go on in and see what she has in store. As we come in, we've got our staircase going up, and we've got a nice open floor plan here. Notice we've got the new flooring. This home does have replacement windows. Got a ceiling fan in place. So this front area could go a couple of different ways. This, of course, would be a common area. We have the kitchen, and then we have another area there to the rear. So somebody could have conceivably 2 separate lounging areas here on the first floor. Both of them could be casual, but if you had more formal furniture and wanted to put that up front, of course, you could do that as well. This is a very unusual home because we have a very high bedroom and bathroom count for a home that's under 2,100 square feet. Very tough to do that, but I think they executed it well here in this home. This would be great if you had a multi-generational home where you needed that high bedroom count, and let's say you had a 35-year-old child that failed to launch, and grandma was living here in the same home. Chances are grandma doesn't want to go to bed listening to Nicki Minaj and definitely don't want to share a bedroom with a 35-year-old grown man. So this would be ideal for that scenario. You just needed that high bedroom count. This is, of course, our rear space. We've got nice natural light that comes in through these skylights. Once again, another ceiling fan. I imagine at one point this was probably a fireplace, and they went ahead and converted it to a nice little seat there with granite. We've got the recessed lights and a nice bay window here. We're gonna pop outside here and take a look at this beautiful large screen porch. I'll give you a shot here from this corner. This is a really unique layout, and I like what they did here. All right, one thing at this door, this is a neat design here. We've got this glass piece, but yet there inside of the glass is the mini blinds. And you can see I'm opening them up. And then here at the bottom, on the other side, actually here, this lever here, will take them up and down. So we have the ability to adjust them. This is really neat because that way you don't have this mini blind that's getting damaged and getting beat up as people go in and out of the door. Nice big space here. We've got ceiling fan, LED lights here on the back screen so you don't have to deal with mosquitoes. And great for entertaining. You could just come out here and relax. There's plenty of space for outdoor furniture. Just a really nice plus. All right, let's go back inside and see what else we have in store here on the first level. One of the things that we're seeing in the marketplace is our rates are ticking down a little bit. So we had that little upswing in rates. They are trickling down, which is a really nice advantage. This is an oversized laundry room. So your washer dryer would go right over there. And then the rest of this could just simply be storage. You could do shelving, you could do lockers, plenty of options here in this space. So there's actually enough space if you wanted to make it a craft room, you could do that as well. All right, we're gonna transition now into this powder room. This is nice and convenient because you don't have to go into our first floor bedroom in order to use that restroom, but it does have an ensuite and it is right here. So if someone had mobility issues, this would be a great bedroom for them right here on the first level. Let's just see inside this closet. Good sized closet. And then we have a really nice stand-up shower. Now, this has a low threshold, so if someone has mobility issues, they've only got about 4 inches there to get a foot over. So that makes it nice. They don't have that potential trip hazard that they would have going into a tub. And we've got the dual shower heads here. So you get hit from the front and the back, cut your showering time in half. So very nice shower. And we're gonna go back out here to the kitchen. The process for some people, they just think it's super scary as far as buying a home, but I've made it super simple. You guys know I've got over 1,200 videos and I talk about the home buying process in most of them. Here in the book, we talk about some of the ins and outs of buying a home. Everything you need to know about buying a home. And we have books for sellers too. If you're thinking about selling, let me know and we'll get the appropriate book to you. Talking about how to maximize your value. Of course, the home is typically the biggest investment of your life, and you want to make sure when you're selling, you're getting everything that you can. And there are tips and tricks, and techniques to doing so. One of the other things I failed to mention about the grant programs is there are all kinds of grants out here that fly under the radar. And I'll give you an example. There's an institution here in town that was not lending to the minority population like they should, put it like that. They were discovered, and as a result of that, instead of going to court and having this big, nasty publicity situation, they just decided to write a check. And that check, that 7-figure check, now is used for first-time buyers. in that population that they potentially discriminated against. And this isn't something you're going to see on the news. You're not going to have loan officers just tell you about it. I know these things because I keep my ear to the ground. And also, these companies, they're very good at crafting press releases that tell part of the story. They don't tell the whole story. Now, I know the whole story, so I'm going to point you in the right direction to where you, if you're eligible, can take advantage of some of these programs. These are not things that loan officers are typically going to volunteer if they even know about them. Remember, grant money is not a loan officer's responsibility. The good ones know what they're doing with it and will make recommendations, but it's not their responsibility to do so. So you've got to be an advocate for yourself to a great extent, or work with somebody like me that knows about these programs and can point you in the right direction and give you the appropriate information so you can take advantage of it. Okay, good looking hall bath here. I love the fact that everything is new here. We have all these new finishes, new paint, new flooring. And so for all intents and purposes, it'll feel like moving into a brand new home. All right, this is a deep closet. A good space there. So with this high bedroom count, that means that some of these bedrooms are a little bit smaller than we would typically see in a 5-bedroom house. But that is going to be just fine if you've got children or people living in them that don't require these huge 20 by 20 bedrooms, then this would be just fine, and they have their own space. Okay, another closet there. Now this one here would be your upstairs primary. This one does have an ensuite in it. And this is big enough, you could get a queen in here comfortably. Our closet is right here. And this one also has an ensuite. Really good looking black and white. That black and white is very popular coupled with the gray. We're seeing that color scheme here quite a bit in today's marketplace. And of course, we've got a nice looking shower here as well. I like that design they did there in the shower. Just a really unique modern look. All right, great looking property. If you have questions about this or any other home in the market, my name is Max Williams. It'd be an honor for me to help. If you are not in my area and you have friends or family or associates that are thinking about making a real estate move, whether it be purchase or selling, make sure you give me a call. I've got a network across the country of very good, qualified, experienced agents that will take good care of your people. Max Williams, 804-402-7788. I can reach on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.